Okay. I'll share my screen. I've just put a small PPT kind of thing. So we started with this, right? What kind of people do you want in your team? Did you guys do that exercise? Or let's do it right away also, no problem.
Yes,
So
we did.
yeah, Suraj, tell me then. What kind of people are you looking for? Go ahead, Suraj. You have it.
Yes, yes. So, first one is people with a strong educational background, life experience in facing hardships, and who understand the value of achieving things the hard way. Those with a killer instinct. Second one is people who are actively looking for opportunities and want to break free from the trap of corporate life. Third one is people who value learning, community, togetherness, and bonds, and who have a genuine heart to help others. Fourth one is people whose primary goal is not just to earn money, but to make a positive impact on people's life. Fifth one is people with a long term mindset who think in decades rather than just days or months. Sixth one is people with strong principles and credibility within their circle. Seven one is go getters with who figure things out on their own. The kind of people who don't need chasing, but instead chase us asking what's next. Eighth is I want 100 such people in my team, sharp minded, hungry to learn, and determined to achieve freedom in life. So we are running a slogan OQP, and then people with a big heart, selfless, and strong character.
Awesome. Awesome.
These are the 10 points I
Very good.
noted.
Very good. Now, anyone else in what Suraj has not covered, anyone else wants to bring up anything? Or any questions on what Suraj just covered? Suraj, do you have it in writing? Can you just put it in chat? Just put it in chat. Because out of that, what I wanted to discuss was some things might not be possible for us to understand before we interact with them, right? In some things we can understand without even interacting with them. For example, education, you told, na? That is something you can understand with even without interacting with them, right? Their profiles will give that. The kind of influence that they might have, again, their profiles might give that. But there are certain things which is not possible to identify in terms of uh, without interacting with them. So, Suraj, you have it. Can you put in the chat? You have it in writing?
Yeah, I'm unable to put in chat.
Why? You have it in PPT or something, huh?
No, this is in my Google Keep notes. But
Should work.
Abhishek sir, can you put from the group?
Abhishek has it. Huh? Okay, good. Abhishek, do you have it handy? Abhishek is not hearing that. Abhishek? Okay, he's checking. Okay. Anyway, so first thing what he mentioned was highly educated. Anyone has any questions on that? I think I am also very clear. Education is always good. So if that person is highly educated, see why we are discussing this is for today's task. I got something here. Okay, let me see if I can put it in chat. You put it in chat, right? Okay. Yeah, oh, it is 1018 characters. That's why we're not able to chat. Yeah, yeah. Abhishek also has put it. Okay. So people with a strong educational background, life experience in facing hardships, and who understand the value of achieving things the hard way, those with a killer instinct. So that to some extent we can find out, right? Strong educational background, we can find out people who are in their 30s, 40s obviously would have faced a lot of hardships, right? So that is one category. If you ask me from an age perspective, today, the kind of business that we build, it is good to go for people in their late 20s, 30s. Makes sense. Earlier, we used to look for very young people when we used to build the business, but now it makes more sense to have people who are in their early 30s, early 40s, 30s, early 40s, and even late 20s are also fine. Okay, that's one thing. Second thing, chat, people are actively looking for opportunities, obviously, right? We will check with them whether they're interested or not. People who value learning, community, togetherness, and bonds. See, again, this is something we cannot identify when we prospect. The third point. Yeah, it's good to have such people, but we might not, when we are prospecting, we might not be able to know this. Long term mindset, strong principles, go getters, right? Only quality people. Good. Now, my point was I want everyone to do this exercise, okay? Because I know a lot of people, they find it easier. They find it easier to look for people who are already struggling in life. So it is very easy to prospect them. We look for people who are struggling in life, or they don't have a job, they don't have, they're free, absolutely free, or they might have time to build this business. That is how some people think. And you find it easier to communicate with them or share this opportunity with them. Why? Because you feel they are a little below our level, right? You feel comfortable talking to them. While the kind of people that Suraj just mentioned, some people feel that, oh, they're already very successful. Why should I share this opportunity? But if you look at people you look at Sam's team, do you find people in Suraj's category who have become successful, or do you find people in the other category who's struggling in life and suddenly they have come into this business and they become successful? The second category is extremely rare. And Sam's friend lines are all, I mean, you guys know it. Sandeep, Ankur, all high quality people. They were already in good jobs. For example, in Ankur's case, both Ankur and Kirti, both of them MBA grads in great jobs. Ask yourself this question: would you have prospected them? Or would you have thought, oh my God, this couple is so busy, they're so successful, I should not even try to talk to them? That is my first point. I know some people are not thinking like that, but unfortunately, a lot of people think like that. And what happens when you talk to such people who are below a level? They will join also. Not saying they won't join. They will join, but getting them to work is a project. Sam used to call it as a project. Takes you a lot of your energy, lot of your time. And even after all this, you get them to work. One fine day, they might leave also. So Sam this time was telling me, Joe, show plans to 100 IIT IIM guys. Only IIT IIM guys, show plans to 100 people. Good thing about such people is once they start, getting them started might be a little bit of a trouble, but once they start, they will figure it out. You don't have to teach them things. They'll figure it out. Make sense? Everyone is clear on this, what kind of people you want in your team? Because many a time we are prospecting the wrong set of people. Any questions, anyone? For some of you, this you knew it already, but some of you. So another way to look at it is this: when you prospect a person, can that person at least become a platinum on his own? Can he lead a team of, in these days, let's say 20 people? Can they lead a team of 20 people? What do you think? Possible? Or are you thinking, oh, they will give me some lead? They are, they have good network. Having a good network is good, but person with a good network is not going to become a platinum just because they have a good network. But having said that, one more point, I'm not saying that you should not prospect such people. Okay, please don't get me wrong. I would not have got Abhishek in my team if such a person would not have been there. So, yes, can show the plan to everyone. We are not God to decide whether they have a dream or not. But please understand that you commit and you spend quality time with people, the kind of category that Suraj has described. Clear, right? Yeah, Vasu.
Joe, I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, as Suraj has raised, points which is very important, and yeah, I can agree on most of the part. Few of the things, some people are education-wise it not that great, and they're really good, and they might be really good in terms of managing people and having a good interaction in the social. Such guys are not in. If they're interested, don't we look into them?
As I told you, please do prospect everyone.
Okay.
Right? I'm not saying don't prospect them
Mm-hmm.
because there is a possibility that they will lead you to. For example, Abhishek's case, I'll tell you, there was a person called Deepak. I don't think from an education perspective also he was great. From other, in terms of skills, leadership, communication, no, he wasn't great. But he led us to Abhishek. He prospected Abhishek in a bus stand in Bangalore. Right? So, but please understand that we did not, I haven't spent one-to-one time with him and spent a lot of time with him educating him or anything. I taught him certain skills. And I didn't, the moment I got him in my team, I didn't say that, oh, I found my platinum. No, I knew that these are his limitations. And again, people might change. Okay, I'm not saying people won't change. But do you want to leave your success to chance? Right? Or in another way, Vasu, it's like this. If you want to start your company, I mean, Vasu, you already have a company. Now you are recruiting people.
True.
You do check education background also. Same way. It's not like educational background is the only criteria that you check, but it is a criteria that you check. Same way.
Correct. And for example, and some guys will be good in education though they were good in education and they end up in not that particular job what they were supposed to do, and they might be homemaker, and they were not in touch with the social for quite some time, and communication is not so great, but they're willing to do something. But will that be a challenge?
Again, prospect everyone. I'm not saying don't prospect,
Okay.
but these are the kind of people that you want in your team. Please have an idea there.
Yeah, these are the basic notes what we need to
Correct.
have it in mind.
Correct. Now, why people struggle there? So, Abhishek, you had raised your hand, no? You want to add a point, Abhishek?
Yeah, I just wanted to give some input.
Go ahead, Abhishek.
Yeah, so basically, we have to look at it that way. Let's say you're a basketball team coach. So there are certain criteria which are non-negotiable, which is, for example, height. So no matter how talented that person is, if his height is less, how well he plays basketball doesn't matter much. You have some basic criteria on height. Education is not that. It's not a height-like thing. Agar education nahi hai, to I will not even talk. Not like that. So basically, these are all good to haves, and these are ands, not or. Also, like just education, I will not see. I will be education and communication and certain things. You are okay with 5-6 of them, not maybe all, but 5-6 of them, and then you initiate, because over a period of time, what we realize, or people who have done business is, we end up spending a lot of time with people on changing them, right? But eventually there is nothing much fruitful. However, when somebody comes with an education, or not only education, let's say the sports person. So basically what we see is not the education, the degree, we see the diligence, the the sincerity that he has, the competitiveness, so all these attributes get automatically showcased when somebody has a good educational background. Are you understanding? लाइक आईआईटी से कोई है तो उसका कॉम्पिटिटिव स्पिरिट है, तो इसमें भी जब वो देखेगा कि अरे बाहर 9%, somebody is going in 1 month, he wants to go 9%, he sees 21% in 6 months, he wants to go 21%. So that competitive spirit will be there in that person. Not all educated, all the IITians will be amazing, and not all the good business builders will be IITians. So it's not like that. It's just a criteria that you keep in mind. You're looking for quality, and you have certain way of defining quality, right? One more which we can add is having disposable income. So if you have a disposable income, if you are keeping certain money aside and having that ability to spend, that person will not hesitate to spend in self-education and personal growth. Otherwise, he'll be like free ka khoj raha hai sab kuch. You getting it? So these are certain things we consider, which I personally look at. But having said that, to get such people is the law of the lid. If you want to attract people at level 9, you cannot attract if you're at level 6. Correct? So you can only get level 6, level 5, level 4. And in fact, level 6 pe you will observe ki level 3 or level 4 ही सुन रहा है आपका बात. Level 7 सुनता भी नहीं है, घास भी नहीं डालता है. He's not even listening. Correct? So the idea is not to just stay wherever you are and expect good quality people to come, but also increase your lid, level 6, increase the lid to 6, 7, 8, work on yourself, personal development, so that the 8s, the 9s are reachable. They want, basically you have to look both way. Yes, you want them in your team, but do they want you as a leader also, is the question. We want good quality people, but are we capable to lead them? So all these questions, there's a lot of dynamics when we, like if I choose a basketball player, is my team competitive enough? Does it have a name? Lakers, जो भी है, Lakers, Antonio Spurs. अगर मेरा ऐसा है तो I will see कि I'm getting a better set of people to prospect. But if I have not created something, or if I'm not having credibility, then those people will not be, I have to convince them probably. They will not come up front. So it's both ways. I look at quality, but am I quality also is important.
So exactly what Abhishek said is the second topic. Are you comfortable prospecting? So there's a beautiful book by John C. Maxwell. That's what Abhishek was quoting. Law of the lead, one of the laws of 21 irrefutable laws of leadership, and one of the laws is law of the lead, basically. Your success is based on the leadership skills that you have. And your team will attract people who are at a level below you. So if you are at, as Abhishek said, there's a rating 1 to 10 leadership levels. So let us say you are at 3. You can only get people or 1 or 2 in your business. So most of us, including me, Abhishek, we were not even at 3 maybe. We were at 1 when we started this business. The only people who started with us were our friends, few of them. And they also left very fast. That's why all the people who started with me initially, none of them are still around. So what did we do? We improved our leadership skills. See, Abhishek, for example, 1.5 years, to almost 2 years, I think he was struggling at 9%, Abhishek, and maximum 12%. But he was listening to a lot of audios. I mean, he was putting pressure on me actually in terms of listening to audios. Because he used to go to gym, he was listening to audios. We used to have book clubs, physical book clubs we used to have. We used to read books, we used to discuss books. And that is how our leadership level went from 1 to, let's say, 5 or 6. And then we were able to attract people who were a little more higher level, 4 and 5. Got it, right? And that is why reading books is extremely crucial. Whenever people hear reading books, people are thinking about health, health, health. Because I'm a coach, I need to understand about health. Yeah, we should read about health, but you will never have a great team just because you read about health. Our business is not that you are a coach alone. You're not just a health coach alone, right? You are a business coach also. We have to work on leadership skills. So I'm not going to go into depth, but communication has to improve. Communication skills. I mean, see, when you talk to a stranger, especially these days on Zoom, the only thing that he gets to know is your communication skills. Earlier, dressing used to be very important. Now, even dressing, they can't see you much, right? So communication skills becomes extremely crucial. So are you working on it to improve your communication skills, right? Similarly, some people have this in them. I mean, they are very good at building relationships, and some people don't have this. Are you working on improving this skills? Again, books, audios, a lot of stuff that will help you. Again, are you inspiring people with the kind of work that you do, the kind of knowledge that you have? All this becomes extremely important. Problem solving. So even at whatever level you are today, are you solving problems or are you just reaching out to your coaches for everything? And all these are important. Time management. So I would recommend, I mean, I told you in the pace also, me and Abhishek were discussing about which book to read next. And I was shocked. There were so many John C. Maxwell books. I thought I had finished all the John C. Maxwell books, right? There are so many more. I found 9 books, John C. Maxwell, which I had not read. I've not even heard about those 9 books. So I've got 4 of them today, right? And I'm going to read it. John C. Maxwell is beautiful. Why John C. Maxwell is beautiful for our business is he's a pastor. So, what is the common thing about being a pastor and building this business? Can anyone tell me? I mean, obviously, Abhishek and all will know, but others, what is the common thing of being a pastor and building this business? Go ahead, Suraj, if you.
Servicing the society. Pastor. No?
No. Yeah, Suraj, go ahead.
Like what I feel, the primary goal of pastor is to build the church. And when we can see this business is also like building the church. Means
Okay.
we are connecting with people, then implanting the idea, and by that idea, different benefits that person is getting, not in terms of only health, but uh, person is getting healed, person's relationship with family members are improving. That same thing happens when a person goes to church or any temple regularly. Then this is the idea which we cannot keep to ourselves because this is a good idea. So we need to spread this. And same thing we are doing, like prospecting and giving the business idea. This is what I felt.
Very close, very close. Suraj. You're right, actually. But at a high level, both are voluntary organizations. No one can force me to go to a particular church. If the pastor is good, he's adding value. Slowly but surely, you will see that the congregation becomes bigger and bigger. Same thing with our business also. I always tell this. If I am given Sam's team, I will bring it back to Emerald level. A diamond team is given to me. I will bring it down to Emerald level because that is my level right now. Similarly, I've seen this. Churches also, pastors also. They have a huge congregation, let us say, and the pastor changes, a new pastor comes in. Depending on his ability, his leadership skills, either the congregation will become bigger or it will become smaller, or he might be able to maintain it also, depending on his skills. And same thing with our business also. It is not the healthy weight loss program that makes this business successful. It is you, your skills. That is why reading becomes extremely, extremely crucial, guys. Please. I mean, again, the same thing I can tell other way around also. If Sam takes my business, my same 6 legs, for example, and Sam picks it up, he might build it into a diamond business. And that is the case with everyone. You can put that, give your business to a leader, they will turn it around depending on their ability. If they have a higher ability, they will take it to the next level. Lower ability, whatever business you have, that will be gone. So it's not like you have not been meeting the right people. You already are meeting the right people. But they're not staying or they're not getting that feeling. So if you're thinking that I will work really hard, working hard is important. But unless you sharpen your axe, it will be a revolving door business, revolving. So please spend at least 1 hour every day focusing on yourself, your own personal growth. Without that, it's going to be tough. The only other hope that you have is that your coach will find this person and he will. So actually, many teams have one big leg. What is the reason for that? Your coach picked it up, actually. Even for me, I'll be very frank. I had only one big leg because Sam was taking care of that leg. Most people, it is like that because your upline takes care of that leg. But then you can never go emerald. You can never go diamond. Because your upline is not going to take care of 3 legs. It's not possible. So please invest that 1 hour. That is the biggest message today. Right? Improve our leadership skills. John C. Maxwell, start reading it left, right, and center. Study it and apply it in your lives. Okay. So next point, if we are done with the first part of what is the kind of people that you want, now how you can prospect them by improving yourself, right? We will have Priya cover how to get them started correctly. So this is something that at a Reshape Nation level for ladies, okay? So what Priya is going to cover is for ladies. For guys, we'll have to come up with something. But for ladies, there is a boot camp. There is a set of criteria that has to be fulfilled for those people to get into the boot camp. Unfortunately, somewhere in between, we all started making it too easy for the prospect. That's what happened. When we got started, even when we got into Reshape Nation, we even get access to the collages, etc. There were certain criteria to be fulfilled. But then at some point of time, we made it very relaxed. So they have come up with the criteria now. And the most important point is here is you want this person who's joining to become core, understand this opportunity, become committed, along with becoming productive. Many a time what we all did with new people was we tried to make them productive very fun, try to make them health coaches. It's good. We should do that. I'm not saying we should not do that, but parallelly, there has to be a process which makes them core, committed, makes them understand the long-term mindset. And that is how this has been designed. I'll hand it over to Priya.
Hi everyone. So we will basically our idea is to get ladies either working, non-working. If it is working, they will be like me, frustrated with job. At one point there is a lifetime to our career. Okay, but most of the ladies I have seen is they have given up their career for the sake of family. And once the family is big, they're looking to do something. I think all of you saw Neetoji's check yesterday. It was a good money to have. Okay, so we can show this to a lot of ladies, and what we can invite them to first. The process is this. You can take take it down. First, invite them to the Inspire Impact, which I have done. Okay, there will be reruns for the next 3 months of Inspire Impact. You can invite them to this session. Okay, in case there is no rerun and you don't know what to do, every Saturday at 4 p.m. we have a opportunity sowing session here. You can invite them to the opportunity session. Okay, very simple. Invite them either to Inspire Impact or to the opportunity session. Now, the next step is for the ladies to get into the bootcamp. Please take a screenshot. These are the rallies that they should go through. These are the books. They will not finish everything by the first boot camp, but the rallies, they should finish all of them to enter the ladies boot camp. Okay, you can take a screenshot and keep it. This will be the homework, and only those who complete these rallies, based on the time you can decide, but they need to give up a short write-up what they understood from this, and they can enter the boot camp. Okay. Now, in case there is no boot camp, please give them these rallies anyways. Okay. Don't wait for a boot camp to say, oh, then what do we do with these ladies? You can give these rallies, and along with that, you can give my rally talk. It's there in SM Business Education. Go for Priya's rally talk. It is the ladies' perspective which I have spoken, and it is a video. You can give this to them. Okay. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rallies plus mine. Okay. In case they are not attending my Inspire Impact session, you can give them my rally talk. Okay. About the plan, about the books, start reading these chapters. Okay, this is very, very important to start. A lot of people will say, I don't read books. Just tell them just 2 to 3 pages per day. That's it. Okay. Next, start inviting them to the women's boot camp. Just take down these sessions so that you know how to edify the speakers. The first will be the talk by Sonam, where she will initiate a new lady coming in and what they need to do. Okay. For example, she has no social media. She has nothing. She will start giving those assignments that you need to initiate. Okay. So you can invite them. And usually this is the assignments that is given for the week 1 of boot camp.
पैसे तो सही बोल रही हूँ.
Okay. So a lot of people will come and say, oh, I don't use social media. I don't know. Before the second session, all these things should be done. In fact, I had a neighbor. She had no social media. Her Facebook was locked. Nothing was there. I ran to her home, did all these activities before the second boot camp. Okay, take these assignments very seriously. You can take the screenshot for this. Okay. So the second session will be by Swagatika, where they will completely learn how to use their social media. After this session, you don't need to ask anybody whether how to use social media, why we need Instagram, nothing like that. She will even show how to use the Telegram channels and start sharing these things. So this is a very, very good session that happened last week. Any of you want, if the numbers are good, we can request a rerun. This is happening now. We are in the 3rd week this week. Okay. So everything about social media will be taught in this session. So you should know. You cannot tell, oh, I don't know what is in this bootcamp. Now you know. Okay. First will be my rally talk. Second is Sona. She will help make sure that the pre-bootcamp criteria is met. Social media is activated. They know about health, little bit, everything. Okay. The second session will be by Swagatika, where she will completely talk about social media, RN contents, how to create small contents. And there is assignment based on that also, where they start adding connections on Facebook. They will start using the RN contents. They will post some collages. All these activities will be done. They will start initiating their workout, taking photos. They will be taught these things in the second session. Now you know what is there, right? Nobody has any doubts here. Okay. The third session is completely on nutrition. Okay. So when most people come and say, hey, we want to be health coach, you're only talking business. So we have kept a session only for nutrition, and only those who attend these sessions will be given access to Sandeep's 6 learnings about complete end-to-end nutrition, which they can go through in the week. So we have completed social media. We have completed, nutrition. Okay. And this is happening this Sunday. So I would advise, if you guys are, 3 to 4 p.m. you're free tomorrow, attend this. Learn what is happening in the bootcamp. Okay. And the last session will be by Meenakshi on content creation. How to create small contents, one before, after. Okay. One small reel. She'll be doing it, and I'll be wrapping it up with the mindset on how to be a content. These will be the 4 sessions that is happening in bootcamp. And if there is no bootcamp, I already said, you start doing the same activities with your new prospects. You don't need to wait for a bootcamp to do this, but these are the steps to do. Any doubts? I think it's quite basic. After this, you don't need to say that, okay, I have people, I don't know what to do with them. These basic 4 steps, if they are done, they're kind of equipped to start handling leads at least. Okay. Then the other trainings we will continue every Saturday. Today you heard. So we will have artistry training, we will have consultation training, we will have Neutralite training. Every Saturday at 10 a.m., we will continue these trainings here. Once your people are core and they want to do things independently, they can plug into these Saturday 10 a.m. trainings. All okay? People are blank, too much information.
No, no, Priya. Yes, we are not blank. With like all
Fine.
like
Good. So, see, we all want to go diamond and above. Okay. The leaders of this team have already started the work. Okay. There is a group and things are happening. Okay. You will see the outputs in a couple of weeks. Me, Joe, and few of the leaders are together. We have started focusing on going diamond, but I don't want, diamond to be just something. As a team, we should grow with education, with the proper knowledge, with the proper foundation. If our foundation is good, anything happens, it doesn't matter, right? Any storm comes by, any challenges that you face, if your foundation is good, you will not fall. So I always tell from the Bible, right? If you build your house upon a sand, one breeze comes, that's it. Your business will close down. But if you build your house upon the rock, it will stand firm. Okay. So we want to build a solid foundation on a rock, this business, and it will give you big rewards the way we take care of it. Okay. So this is our session 1, 10 a.m. Saturday. Any questions you have, you can ask me, or Abhishek is here, and Harsh and Suraj are also here.
Till what time do we plan to do this session?
10 to 11.
No.
10:40. Whenever it finishes, there's no time limit. You want to add something else, Abhishek?
No, it's good. I think we can keep it open to people for questions
Yeah.
so that we can plan our further sessions too. So if you have questions,
Yeah.
not expect a quick answer. Do not expect a quick answer because certain questions have answers in sessions. So if let's say you have certain questions, you want clarity on, you want trainings on, whatever, feel free. Because what we are doing is we're creating a very robust and amazing process. Jisme we are talking about getting people, empowering them, but actually these Saturdays will empower you first. You will become equipped in knowing the game because what I see is many people do not know the game. They are just a participant because you directly entered the game beach mein. It's like cricket, kuch nahi pata mil gayi. Vaisa. So if we have full clarity now, it will get easier to build business. So we need that. We need a proper, robust system. And that to build that system, we need questions. We need your problems. Problem solving se ban jayega system. Suraj.
Yeah, so what I was thinking ki, like people here has already built a team. So if some case studies will be given, like I prospected this kind of person and I did this steps and it worked. So what it will do, it will program our mind in such a way and that whenever we go for prospecting, these things will be in our mind and then we can innovate on our own.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want a session where we have prospected and they've come for the
Yes.
plan and they've got started and they've become core, right?
Yeah, everything like what was your mindset? What was the initial pitch? How much information given initially? Then later session, how you keep the guy or girl motivated.
Yeah. Okay.
Somebody please make notes now of all
Yeah, I'm
these.
writing.
Others
Arjun,
also.
can you also write, Arjun?
I'm making.
yes, I can write.
Harsh, okay.
Everyone make no worries. It's okay to have multiple notes than have only one or none. So that's a good one. But recently now I got a feedback from a person,
Mm,
a good quality IITian,
mm,
and she said, "Ki I got peer pressure because I saw that everybody is making it happen. Everybody is, closing deals. Everybody is, I saw 9%, somebody going 9%, 12%. So I thought, okay, I am only lagging behind. So what we were discussing, me, Suraj, Harsh, were discussing is that people are not seeing failures. They are not seeing how people are failing also. So we want to communicate that. I know that people are failing, right? Yesterday, some of you failed. You did a consultation, he blasted you, the client. Some client would have called you that your service is not good. You are failing, right? Something or the other, you are failing. But these are not getting communicated. What we are only communicating is success. So if I want to build a team which is built on what do you call rock, it has to know the negative side also, not only the positive side. I can't just motivate you with by giving a picture ki it's all roses and what do you call tiptoe through the tulips. It's not like that. The road is hard. You will find ki your legs are bleeding, your mouth is your आपका with all your effort also you're not getting the desired results. ये सब भी portray होना चाहिए. What do you think, Priya?
Yeah, so how can we plan it, Abhishek? I mean, that's right, but because see, how we communicate failure or success not, I wouldn't say failure, success not happening quickly is the more you engage with the associations, you observe, right? A lot of people, they are always working, some are not working. Sometimes we don't move pins. Sometimes we don't get closures. But if you feel that it's practically we need to take a session on failure, we can think about it because it has to be designed in such a way that
Everything has to be designed, and the approach that we are taking is not ki acha, I got a thought, so we'll do a session. It's not only that. We have to keep it dynamic to think about all possibilities. Ki, okay, just this thought is right now on the paper. That's it. Later on, we'll have to design entire thing. Maybe failure ka, for example, what came to my mind or our mind was ki somebody says, we create a group and somebody mentions ki I talked to a maybe a IITian, or I talked to this person from this background, and he straight right rejected this opportunity. He called, this is the screenshot.
okay,
Like that.
I
Something
have
like that.
written it down. Yeah, let's do that.
Because when people see that,
Let's
they get
do
hooked.
in all angles, in prospecting, in consulting, in getting leads, even our personal health workouts when we don't get immediately results, right? So we'll do it from all angles.
We should also talk about inconsistency that we have. Like, for example, show
Yeah,
our
we are not
Facebook.
consistently perform. Yeah.
Show our Facebook and show them कि मेरा भी देखो वर्कआउट मैंने 3 महीने पहले डाला था लास्ट.
Yeah.
So why are we being portrayed as perfect? We are not.
Correct.
Leaders also.
Correct.
We're not perfect.
Correct.
That has to
Yeah.
be communicated. That gives hope.
Yeah. We can do that. Yeah.
Basically, the new people who comes and sees Suraj closing, Abhishek sir closing in the group, new claims group, they think that it is so easy for them, not for me, but they don't know what journey Suraj has gone. 20 consultations, 0 closures.
Yeah.
Harsh has also been through that. Anna,
Yeah.
15
We
consultations.
can do.
So they just see what we are doing 3 years down the line and expecting that they start doing the same 2 months down the business. So that expectation also is like pressurizing them. So new claims group जैसे बनाया वैसे और भी कुछ ग्रुप का नाम सोच सकते हैं इसमें we put failures also. 10 consultations done, all those things that Abhishek sir discussed.
Okay. So so the feedback so far, one is artistry. You want a consultation training. Second is Suraj requested end-to-end practical from prospecting to becoming core. Okay. Third, Abhishek is communicating failure. Okay. Any other sessions that we should handle on this Saturday 10 a.m.? I mean, we can do a lot. We can do Canva. A lot of things are there, but what is the need of the hour? We'll take those sessions first.
I want to add one more.
No.
Like we all are aiming here to build a system. So whenever a people is coming, our goal should be to make it a safer environment for them.
Okay.
Because people are working in corporate, there is also a डर का माहौल. So how we
Okay.
can make it safer environment for them so that so that this community will allow them to fail. It's not like I am not close, so I am not a part of this.
You got
So
the
how we
point,
can?
Priya? Did you understand, Priya, what he's trying to tell?
So I feel it's the same point that how we will face failure and don't worry about it. Failure that's about failure only, right, Suraj, or is it a different point?
No, it's a sub part. It's not the same. It's
Yeah.
it's basically ki I am not only accepted in this organization if I perform. This message has to be massively communicated, not through words, but your actions. It's like if I grow 9%, 12%, then I'm like, wow, what a superstar. But if I fail, let's say 15%, so I went to 3%. So he's a loser. ऐसा feel नहीं आना चाहिए, although nobody says it, but they can feel it. And if they feel it, they'll quit. So how do we make it safe for them is the question. Ki how we as leaders create a culture and an environment जिसमें they understand कि it's a journey and they are not like looked down upon कि अरे ये तो platinum था अभी तो 12% भी नहीं हो रहा है इसका. He was platinum once and he's not even 12% now. ऐसा guilt feeling should not be there. Should feel safe. That was his point.
Environment.
Gitanjali.
Even when
Yes, I just want to add that whenever we talk one-on-one to the people, तो जैसे what I am following, maybe that can be added on. जैसे मैं अपनी टीम को ये बोलती हूँ कि failure, how to deal with failure. So we can किसी से बात करते हैं हमारी टीम में तो उसको failure one-on-one अगर हम teach करें, isn't that better या session में करना चाहिए?
नहीं, it's a
मतलब
culture.
the idea is Abhishek is trying to bring a culture of the team, how we will treat all our coaches. I mean, coming the new ones. Okay, Gitanjali, that how maybe you are doing it, maybe somebody else is not doing. We want the same culture to be set on how, but we have some answers, Abhishek, but I'm not going to discuss the answers. We are just discussing the topics, what will be handled on. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Suraj, I have taken it down. We will put it as a subheading along with the, failure, the team culture that we will set. Okay. Any other topics others feel that we as a team should discuss, we should grow, you need some training on it, please come up. We have 10 more minutes anyway, we have blocked this time till 11. Christo, Vasu, new ones also, it will be good if the new people could speak.
Yeah, new ones can actually shed light on things which we can't see.
So where do you feel that, you need more training on?
Basically, that's what initial step in what we need to discuss, what we are not supposed to discuss at the initial discussion.
Okay, so that practical end-to-end will cover that. Initially, what we discuss with the prospect, right?
Yeah, see, speaking to anyone is there is no
Yeah.
hesitation from me as such.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so I can speak up, but problem is which one has to be targeted. That we need to have it in mind. That
So we used to have a lot of trainings, how to show the plan, how to react after the plan, how to do follow-up. Joe used to tell us exact words. So we'll do that again. Okay. Exact words we
What
used
is
to
it?
write and go.
When I actually experience it
Yeah.
personally, that will
Yeah.
give me a more confidence rather than listening to someone.
Correct. So
I hope you
so some words, if we have to go on the ground. That's right. Okay.
Can we think about doing role play, Priya? Role play.
Yeah. So this practical session should be a role play itself, finally.
No, we can have
That's
that
how we.
as a part, like not necessarily all.
Okay.
Training
Okay.
plus role play.
Okay.
Because as Vasu mentioned, now we did not mention it as a clear point, but it came out, which is we don't learn by listening, we learn by doing. So unless they are in the consultation mode, let's say they don't have clients. So rather than people don't want to directly talk to a client and lose it. कि मेरे बात करने से वो चला जाएगा client, so they therefore give it to upline कि you only talk, close him. So why not they try with us, somebody here, so that we can see where it is going wrong, what are the kind of words that are coming out from your mouth, and we can maybe correct in private, if not public.
Yeah. No, that's okay. Nothing consulted. So we'll do role play for everything, right?
Yeah, Abhishek was right. It will give more actual difference to the session.
Okay. So which one do you think next week will be a good training to have? The role play or what Suraj suggested, practical end to end. What will be a good session to have next Saturday?
Let's start with practical good end to end, because we'll know the entire process.
It means from LinkedIn or from A, B list where we drop the message to calling the person and coming for the plan. Okay. And we can have that session next week.
Yeah, if everyone agrees, yeah, we can go with.
And role play we can do then after that. And then the failure part after that.
Yes. And more
Ah.
importantly, I want to understand the mindset. What was
Ah.
Hmm.
During the session, right? Like what should
Yeah.
you be looking
Yeah,
for?
totally from the beginning, how you suppose you are going through LinkedIn to what you saw in his or her profile, then
Ah.
what you analyzed, then
Okay.
why if you message something, why you message that.
Basically, we can write this point of unspoken message.
Ah.
Basically he doesn't just want कि I said a screenshot कि hey, I am connecting to you for this purpose. वो तो सबको दिख रहा है, everybody is seeing, but he wants to know कि why did I write this kind of message for this person, what was my thought behind it. This is unspoken. So the
Yeah.
unspoken message is what he's looking for.
Yeah. And Abhishek, there's a book on this, right? The body language. What was that name?
Questions are the answers.
No, that's a notebook. Anyway, I'll find it.
Yes, there is one book on body language also.
There is. I just cannot get it. So this will apply everywhere. The unspoken things like what we scan for, that you will get with practice. But some of the mindset that Joe has, Abhishek has, we'll discuss next week when they look for people. Okay. What kind of people they look for, when they respond to a message, when you start showing the plan, what are the signs we look for, the body language, right? And how much time we will invest in that person going forward. Those things we will discuss. Okay, I think everything good enough for this month. We'll catch up again like this. Okay. Yes, Harsh, please go ahead.
This thing was going on in my mind that I don't know if you all do in the larger team. Like many people hesitate doing consultation. Like how can the new one, how can I do this consultation and like ask 16,000, 18,000 rupees. So we have, of course, the consultation script PPT made, but the way the communication started, Surya is saying, what's the mindset? What do you ask? How to start, and then how the flow is. So I have seen in many companies they have a recording session to train the people out there for fast growth. Like in दो महीने में everybody starts speaking the same language as the expert is speaking in call centers, and if you see. The reason behind is, but in our organization, some people do consultation in 2 months, depending upon their zeal, and some don't even do in 1 year. So we should also incorporate one session where we will play some recording, maybe 2, 3 recordings of consultation, various consultation, and we will tell them where it was wrong, where it was right, what to do, what not to do, and how to speak, and what are the main things to be focused upon. Not just the closer. Doesn't matter the closer happens or not, but the way it flowed, the conversation flowed. Like it might be a recorded session. I don't know. Like earlier days, I have done this, and I have seen good result as well. Like Suraj and me were very close, so I used to very closely used to discuss. Then I have very closely discussed with Arohi as well to see has started doing. But I see people who are not exposed and are not open, so they delay a lot in consultation, and they do half-heartedly, and even they communicate wrong things also, which leads to garbad later on. So we can do a training on consultation with proper format.
I think
Before that, we need a process by which the person will start doing independent consultations. Okay. Because I understand what Harsh is saying. It is happening randomly, right? Some people are able to do, some are not. So we need to set up a process where anybody who joins today, for example, Vasu's been with us for some time, but how can we enable him to start working independently? We'll have a process.
we can design it this way. Sorry, yeah. We can design it this way. For example, next session is about judging, not judging, but analyzing a consultation. One consultation will be a success consultation, जिसमें closure happened, and the second consultation will be a failure consultation, जिसमें the maybe prospect got curious. So we'll analyze what went right. Same person, huh? Same person. What went right, what went wrong, and for this maybe we'll have an expectation that whoever is attending the session is coming prepared, is listen to it. Otherwise, if it's just like this 1 hour and they're not doing the extra thinking in the rest of the week, they will not learn. Right? So certain things like that also, like homework देंगे, ये करो और करके आने का expectation रखेंगे. And it's okay to 4-5 people only learn. It's okay. But at least who learn, they should show both ways. We are making the effort to create a process, but they should be making an effort to, do the grind, do the homework, do the behind the scenes. That way, the learning is faster rather than just one way. We are creating training, and they're attending. It won't work that way. It has to be active participation, not passive. That is the expectation, at least from this group, whoever is deciding to join next week. The expectation would be you come prepared. We'll create certain assignments also.
Okay. Okay, fine. So I've written down, I think Harsh, you have also written. We'll put it in our group. We'll discuss who will be doing next week's session. Okay. I think it was very, very productive today. But we have got good number of topics for the next couple of weeks. In between this, any of you couldn't speak here, I understand. I was also like that. Big crowd, very difficult to speak. You can ping me individually. Okay. All your points are very, very important. We will work with each of you. Idea is to get each of you to the diamond trips as soon as possible, and we are here to help. Okay. I think that's it, Abhishek. Anything? Oh, yes, Suraj, please add.
Yeah, one more point I would like to add. Okay, suppose like we all agree that personal growth plays a huge role. So suppose someone is in the zone, like Gitanjali pitching to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So what materials he is going through or what books he is reading. So we can create a group and we can share everyone can share that what personal growth or what material he or she is consuming.
So this is what we do in our huddles. Usually, the person who's growing does share it. Okay. But yeah, whoever is doing that, we'll ask them to take a session that Saturday so that they can speak freely about everything that they are doing when they are in that growing phase. Is that okay?
Yeah, but this like we are focused on not only on what that person who is going should share. We can create a group means everybody is sharing. So this way, a huge momentum of personal growth will come.
Okay. And what will happen in that group?
Means whatever, suppose Joe has told, okay, 1 hour, devote at least 1 hour daily for personal growth. So we will say okay, what we are doing means in 1 hour. Suppose someone has read 15 or 20 pages or 30 pages, watch some video. That's it one.
Yeah. So, we have a group like this. Okay. Every day we post what we heard, and but Abhishek, if you guys want to join, you can join that.
No, the thing is not about having groups. We already have. The thing is about igniting it. उसमें fire होना चाहिए. मतलब people should talk about it. It should be an active buzzing group. It should not be like 45 groups down in Telegram. कि
Correct.
बात ही नहीं हुआ
So,
last.
what do you want in this group? Is it the closure? Is it the
No,
audios?
growth. Only what you're doing for personal growth. Nothing else. We have to categorize things. Groups should be categorized. It should not be khichdi, everything happening in that. So active buzzing groups, this gives a morale boost to others. Like somebody's telling, like Suraj Kai, for example, a lot of people are inspired by Suraj, and Suraj mentions about personal growth. So somebody who wants to grow, who wants to learn everything, he will get a message, a kind of a guilt. Here, I am not working on personal growth like Suraj, and I am expecting results like Suraj. So that messaging is important, indirect messaging.
So in this group, you're saying everybody should be able to post
Hmm.
whatever they are doing for growth.
Yes. And it should be buzzing. It should like irritate you.
Yeah,
He-
yeah.
Because
I
personal
agree.
growth, if we fix that, so other growth will follow. But if we are directly looking for work, we want growth in business, team members, clients we will see that it's coming up on sand, not on rock. Rock is personal growth. Foundation.
I agree. Let's discuss this a little more.
We'll discuss
Okay,
this.
Abhishek. Yeah. I have written it down, but we'll discuss. I think today's session will close with this.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
but we'll discuss this last point a little more because that will need a good
Thank you.
active participation. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. We'll catch up next Saturday. And between that, you may get small assignments depending upon what we come up with. Okay. But next Saturday.